So the truth is, the more impossible your situation, the clearer the indicator that God is positioning you for greater. And in the end, it will bring him glory. Welcome to my channel. My name is Pastor Tarrance King Jr. And today we're going to be talking about trusting God when it seems impossible. If you are in a situation where it feels impossible, it feels like there's no way it's going to work out, this is the video for you. And I want to bring your attention to Second Kings. And so in Second Kings, chapter 6, 15 through 17, the nation of Aram was at war with Israel. And every time the king of Aram made plans to attack Israel, the prophet Elijah would receive revelation from God and warn the king of Israel. And because of this, the Aramean king became frustrated and thought there was a spy in his camp. But his officers, they told him, none of us are spies. Elisha the prophet in Israel tells the king of Israel, even the words you speak in your bedroom. So the king of Aram decided to capture Elisha. He sent a large army with horses and chariots to Dothan, where Elisha was staying. They arrived during the night and surrounded the entire city. And the next morning, Elisha's servant woke up. He looked outside and he saw the army surrounding them. Terrified, he cried out, "Oh no, my Lord, what shall we do?" But Elisha, he wasn't afraid. He knew God was protecting them. So he told his servant, he says, "Don't be afraid. Those who are with us are more than those who are with them." And then Elisha did something special. He prayed. He said, "Open his eyes, Lord, so that he may see." And so God opened the servant's eyes, and he saw the hills filled with heavenly horses and chariots of fire surrounding Elisha. The servant saw a physical army, but Elisha saw a spiritual army. The enemy was real, but God's protection was greater. So what looked like hopeless situation was actually protected situation. That's why Elisha could say, "Those who are with us are more than those who are with them." Even when you cannot see it, God is working, God is protecting, and God is surrounding his people. So don't get frustrated. Don't get discouraged by your current situation, what is going on around you, all the things that are going wrong. You have to focus on the thing that you cannot see. And what is the thing that you cannot see? It is God protecting you. As a matter of fact, the Bible says that God protects us from danger seen and unseen. So you have to get it in your heart that God is protecting you, that God is with you. And many times we have to do just like Elisha did. We have to ask the Lord to open up our eyes so that we can see that he is protecting us, so that we can see that he is guiding us, so that we can see that he is keeping and that he is covering us. I want you to be encouraged today to let you know there are more with you than they are with them. No matter what it seems like, no matter what it feels like, no matter how tough it is, God is for you. God is with you. And just like Elijah, you have to stand and know who God is. You have to stand and not look with your natural eye, but you have to look with your spiritual eye. And when you open up your spiritual eyes, you will be able to identify every protection that God has on your life. It's not going to be easy, even if you see the protection, even when you know the protection is there. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it should give you some comfort that God has not left you, that God is with you. I know the situation is hard. I know the situation is tough, but just know that just like God was with Elijah, God is with you. So don't be afraid. Continue to trust God. Continue to lean on God. Continue to chase after Him, even in uncertainty, even when you don't even have clarity. You got to keep pressing. You got to keep moving on. You got to keep trusting Him. Because at the end of the day, if God be for you, then who can be against you? And God is sending this your way to let you know, in order to trust God in a difficult situation, you have to trust God in a difficult situation. There's no way around it. Trust is your only way through this storm. Trust is your only way out of this whirlwind. Trust is your only way out of this uncertainty. And as you lean into trusting God, you will get more clarity. As a matter of fact, the Bible says to lean not to our own understanding, but to acknowledge God in all of our ways, and He will direct our path. So once you start to lean and you trust in God, God will give you the direction that you need. God will give you the clarity that you need. But you have to continue to trust Him and know that even though these times may feel and seem uncertain, you have to know that God is for you and that God is with you and that God is walking alongside you. And when you have that knowing, when you hold on to that and you really have that knowing, you have more peace going through storms. You have more peace going through valleys. You have more peace going through different trials and situations. Because no matter what, when you come out of this trial, when you come out of this situation, there will be another one that comes up. But the next one that you enter into, I want you to enter into stronger. I want you to enter into it better. I want you to enter into it wiser, because this is where God is calling you to be, to a place where you completely trust Him, a place where you completely lean on Him, a place where you completely depend on Him. God is calling you higher. That's what this situation is. That's what's going on in your life. God is calling you higher. So, as God is calling you higher, I challenge you to lean into it. Don't try to always understand it. Don't try to always put all the pieces together, because there are some things in life that you will never be able to piece together, but it will still work out. That's what trusting God is. Trusting God when the puzzle pieces don't match. Trusting God when you don't know your way out. Trusting God when you can't figure it out. You have to trust God. And as you trust God, as you move forward in God, you will continue to get the peace that you're looking for, the clarity that you're looking for, the joy that you're looking for. That's how you trust God in uncertain times, in uncertain moments, in uncertain situations. You just trust Him. You take Him at His word. You believe Him. You say, "For God I live and for God I die." You say, "God is faithful. He is with me. And because God is with me, I am with Him." You got to trust Him every step of the way. And as you trust Him more, it gets easier and easier, because you realize that God is with you. You realize that God is for you. You realize that no matter how tough situations get, that He'll never leave you, that He'll never forsake you. I pray that this blessed you. I pray that this finds you right where it needs to find you. And I pray that you trust God the way you so yearn to trust Him. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one.